So when you're on the phone to them, how long does it take to contact anyone?
That's even if they answer. I have sat on the phone for at least two and a bit hours before, and still not had no one answer. So I've just put the phone down and thought, you know what? My name's Charlie, and this is the issues with my house. Really, my kitchen cupboards. I moved in 2019, and they come off about 3 months after me being here. So there's that one, there's this cupboard, this drawer, and then this cupboard. I was getting chocolate spread out, I literally opened this cupboard like this, and the thing just fell. If this weren't here, it literally would have hit James. So I literally had to catch it, and then it sat under this cupboard here for months on end. And then they come out, fix that, but didn't do the other bits while they was out. Literally, I asked them, what about my other cupboards and that, and they said no, we'll report it. And still waiting, to be honest with you. They still haven't bothered to come. So that's the kitchen problems. And then I've got my bathroom. This has been like this for over a year. If you flush it, it just doesn't go down. It'll stay like that now for hours. Literally, that'll be there for hours on end. It's vile.
I don't know if you want to say
It's vile. I sit there and I dig.
But no one's ever used that toilet, ever.
When we first moved here, it was usable.
Okay.
And then, literally, it just started corroding. And then it just, one day, like it blocked every now and again, but I'd managed to unblock it with a plunger. But then now, it literally got to the point that I can't even unblock it. Literally, they could have sorted this within
a day.
It would have been done. You've got my showers, like, literally, they're just corroded. And I rung them up. Someone come out, because I rung them about the pressure in my shower. They come out and looked at it, fiddled with something. For like 3 days, I had pressure in my shower, and then it just went again. I said to them about this, they said, oh, we'll put it through. And again, they haven't put it through. Like, it's literally both doors. They're just all corroded at the bottom. Like, they was like this when I moved here. I've got a chair with 3 young kids. I don't need a chair. Like, it's just, you can see how long the chair's been here because it's starting to, yeah, it's just falling apart. It's just disgusting. And my sink, literally, you put the tap on for 2 minutes, and the water just takes ages to go down again. It's just a nightmare living here, really. And they just make you put up with it. I've been on the bidding list since 2018. Still never been shortlisted for a property. Like, literally, you're just bidding for the fun of it, really. You're not getting nowhere with it. But then I wouldn't mind to stay here if they would just come and fix the issues. Like, literally, if that shower, the kids in the shower, the water just comes and it just literally, one of my kitchens lights don't work because the water just seeps through it. Like, I've put a new bulb and everything in there. But it's dangerous to have that in there because of the water leaking. It can just blow the electric, so it's very frustrating. It really is. So then this is, let me flip down a bit. So it come out fast, first of all, and then all of a sudden you'll just see the pressure drop. And this is how far I have to have the doors back to try and stop. So you don't really get a lot of room in there. And then now that's the pressure, and it's on high. Then, literally that's the pressure of my shower. And look, the gaps, they just come. So you're in the shower and you're trying your hardest to keep it all together. So, and if the kids are in there, because obviously what kids want to stand and just stand. they're kids, they like to move. So if they hit the doors will literally just collapse on them, like this. I've had a shower, I've heard Bella, I've literally popped into my room for 2 seconds, and she's screaming because the doors just fell and like smacked her. Like all up here, the water will come through that gap there. This crack, as you can see the water marks around the light where it's come down. Then here there's a big crack, but this is meant to be the switch part. Like this side of my kitchen works, and that side, that's a new light in there, and it just don't work now. So literally, there was a runner here, but it kept moving and the kids kept tripping on it. So I picked that up, and now literally, if you move the sofa, which I won't do now, but the floor's bowing, like it's been falling apart like this since I moved in. So even if they had lifted it and just put the council tiles down, that would have been fine. But you've moved me in with chip floor coming apart. It's just, I don't know where they expect you to get the money from. Do it up, but
that house over there.
But then, like I've said, I don't want to do it up properly.
You're not gonna move
because it's temporary. So why am I going to waste money on this house for you then to move me into a permanent, for me to re-spend all again? So make your mind up. You're going to keep me here because I can be here up to 10 years on temporary, and it's just a joke. What, do you want me to live like this for 10 years? Because I refuse to pay the money to do it up in a temporary accommodation. Like, I'll do little bits, but I'm not going to spend out hundreds on flooring for them to then move me in a few months. Because, not being funny, I, even if I did do the flooring, I could take it with me and then it couldn't fit my new place. Because it could be smaller, it could be bigger. So you're in a catch here, you don't know what to do.
So the water was actually physically coming down then?
Dripping through the light.
Through the light
Like,
socket,
it was
onto
literally,
the bulb.
Yeah, literally that whole thing was so, it was just dripping water.
And this was just from someone using it or from the whole place flooding upstairs? Just
literally, it can be, if the kids are in the shower for more than 10 minutes, that's when you'll start seeing a leak. It's like you can't have a longer shower than 10 minutes before it starts leaking. So it's literally, you're in the shower, wash and get straight out, because otherwise you're just flooding the kitchen.
like you say, if you had a decent bathroom, decent toilet, unblocked drains,
there would be a perfect little house.
you could make it home. Because
Yeah.
you're also temporarily housed, which means you can't really find a base anywhere or
And then I'm trying to do the house up, but then I don't want to spend money on it for them to tell me in a few months, you're moving. So literally they could ring me next week and tell me, we found you a place, and they could move me out. But I quite like this. I don't know why they can't just make this my permanent, because it's a perfect little house for me and my family. But
well, all the houses on Central Hill were permanent secure tenancies.
But then,
and when the secure people moved off and temporaries have moved on, you've been here 3 years.
3 years now.
You're entitled to a secure tenancy, one would imagine.
You would think so, but in their eyes.
So what is their reason for keeping you as a temporary? Just considering these are secure tenanted properties, they ought to have permanent.
Literally, they put me on, I'm on a bidding list. Is this your phone, Stevie? Where's my phone? It tells me how long I've been on the bidding list. I have been on the bidding list now. Where, let me find it. 2 seconds, sorry. Where is it? And they put me on a low band.
Okay, so what band are you?
I'm in band C1, and I've been bidding since the 15th of the 11th, 2018. And I've bidded on over 218 properties and still not even been shortlisted for none of them. There's one here I've bidded on months ago, and it's still just sitting there. No one's been selected for the house, so I don't even know, but I would love to stay here because it's a perfect little community, but they're just doing what they're doing, so
Yeah.
it's just, I'm just living how I live now. You get used to it, I suppose. We travel from here all the way to Streatham for the kids to go to school. So
How many miles is that?
100 miles. 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 100 about 3.5 miles, I think. But then I won't move my kids because they're comfortable in that school. But then if they move me from here, they can move me further out, and then it's just a lot longer travelling. We leave at 8, and depending on the traffic, I can get there literally 5 minutes just before they're going into school. So, but we're used to it now. So, my fence, my back gate was broke before, and that took them, literally my back gate was hanging off, and it took them like a month and a half to come out and fix that. So literally everyone could just walk past and look in my garden. So it weren't really no privacy here, but they left that until I've got onto them over and over again. They eventually sent someone out to fix that. But I'm fed up with wasting my credit on them for not to answer, to be honest with you. So hopefully, I've sent them an email now. Hopefully I'll get a response off of them, and I've sent all the pictures and that through as well. So hopefully they respond. But other than that, yeah, that's my problem.